Welcome to the top 10 most pulled comic books for November 12th, 2025. I'm Mike Spider Slayer. Welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. If you love daily comic book content, you like me helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy, and you've been watching for a while and you still haven't hit that subscribe button yet, guys, go ahead and do so now. You will not be disappointed. So what is this video series? Well, this is a series where I go to leagueofcomicgeeks.com and I collect the data from that site on which comic books people are putting on their pull list, and we do a countdown. So it's not necessarily always definitive sales numbers, but it gives you an idea of what people are most excited about reading for this comic book week. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this week's episode. So in case you are new to this series, we do cover 5 books that are on the outside looking in, trying to get into the top 10. And the first one we're talking about this week is The Amazing Spider-Man Torn. This is issue 2. So this is a nice little mini series here. This is 32 pages for the price of $4. And this book does have 4,802 pulls, written by longtime Spider-Man writer J. Michael Straczynski, and the art is done by Pierre Perez. Now in this first issue, it was pretty good, nothing super exciting, but what I did like was the supporting cast in this title, and it's something that's been lacking in the main Amazing Spider-Man for quite some time. So that's why I'm going to be continuing this mini-series. Our second book that's on the outside looking in goes to Supergirl. This is issue 7. I'm not going to lie, this is a guilty pleasure book for me. It's 32 pages for the price of $4, and this one has 4,904 pulls, written and drawn by Sophie Campbell. Now, this book is celebrating Thanksgiving, so it's getting you in the mood of the holidays. We have Kara, who has some of her friends coming over for Thanksgiving, and one of those friends is Lena Luthor, which means Lex Luthor is coming, and it looks like it could be some family fighting going on within the issue. So yeah, it could be a good time. I like Supergirl. I'm looking forward to this issue. What do you guys think of this series? The third book that's on the outside looking in goes to a DCKO tie-in, and this is Aquaman issue 11. 32 pages, $4 for this comic book, and this one has 5,445 pulls, written by Jeremy Adams, and the art is done by Nimit Malavia. When it comes to Aquaman, I've never been a huge fan of the character. It doesn't matter who writes it. He's just not my favorite character. But nevertheless, I will try out this issue because it is tied in to DCKO, and we have Aquaman, who is dealing with the power of the blue. And is it too much for Aquaman to handle? So it does sound like an interesting premise here, and how the overall thing ties in, well, I'm just going to have to read it to find out. Our fourth book that's on the outside looking in goes to Spider-Man and Wolverine issue 7. I skipped down on the last issue on accident. I forgot to pick it up, so I did not read it. 32 pages for the price of $4 for this one. And this one does have 5,469 pulls, not too bad. Written by Mark Guggenheim, and the art is done by Corey Andrews. This book shines the best when it has Corey Andrews doing the artwork. Now, for some reason, I thought this book was a mini-series, and I guess it's not. I guess it's an ongoing. And in this issue, we're going to get the debut of a all-new supervillain. Who is that character? I don't know, man, but I'm definitely looking forward to the Corey Andrews artwork and the debut of that new character. The fifth and final book that's on the outside looking in goes to Superman, the Kryptonite Spectrum. This is issue 1. It's a 32-page comic for the price of $6. It is a DC Black Label book, but there hasn't been anything there that's been like over the top. This book does have 5,820 pulls, written by W. Maxwell Prince, who writes The Ice Cream Man. This artist here is done by Martin Morazzo. And listen, this has been a pretty solid series. I love seeing Superman actually getting affected by these different kryptonites. We've seen him actually become like his mind go backwards. We've wind up getting to see him get huge. We wind up getting to see him de-age. And now it looks like we could get possibly Mxyzptlk. Yeah, I said it. Mxyzptlk. Here we are, we made it officially to the top 10, and this is when things start getting exciting, guys. And coming in at number 10 is Spawn, issue 370. 24 pages, $4 for this comic book, and the pull count on Spawn is 5,894 pulls. Listen, it's not breaking any records, but it's great to see the independent comic out there in the top 10, right? Written by the Todd Father himself, and the art is done by Brett Booth. Gorgeous artwork that he puts into the Spawn comic books. And it looks like this story has a whole lot of nothing, because the description says that all is too quiet for Al Simmons, and he suspects that something is happening in the shadows. Someone is moving against him and his allies. Well, if you want to find out, you gotta pick up Spawn. Coming in at number 9, this has always been a real surprise and a treat for a lot of readers. No one, I think, expected this book to be as good as it was. And this one is Batman Dark Patterns. This is issue 12. It's a 32-page comic for $5. And this one jumps a little bit, 7,203 pulls, written by Dan Waters. Hayden Sherman does the artwork, same artist that does Absolute Wonder Woman. And again, we're going to get the conclusion to this whole fire character, right, that's been causing all these fires within Gotham or whatnot. And I wish I would have been able to read this from the beginning, but when it does come out in trade, maybe I will grab the trade, as I started it, I think, on, what was it, issue 7, issue 8, and from what I read, it was pretty good. Coming in at number 8, we have Poison Ivy 2025 Annual. This is issue 1. Let me tell you, when it comes to this comic book, guys, I'm impressed. For an annual to come in the top 10, and it being Poison Ivy, it says something for G. Willow Wilson's run on the series. It's a 48-page comic for the price of $6. This one has 7,453 pulls. Pretty solid, like I said, for an annual. If you're interested in the artist on this one, it's not your normal artist, but it is done by Mark Buckingham, and this is a story that does take place in Pamela's past. So if you're looking for a historic type of comic book that has to deal with the character, this one might be for you. Coming in at number 7 is another Bat book. Believe it or not, guys, right? Batman and Robin, issue 27, 32 pages, $5 for this book. And the pull count on this one is 8,376 pulls. Pretty impressive. Written by Philip Kennedy Johnson. Fico Ozio is the artist on this book, and I think you have Batman and Robin still dealing with the Quiet Man character. Not too sure. I haven't jumped back on board with this book in quite some time, and I know you guys have enjoyed it. What do you think about that new villain, the Quiet Man? Is he a formidable foe for the dynamic duo? Let me know in the comments section below. Coming in at number 6, and I'm really looking forward to this book this week, and it's Fantastic Four. This is issue 5. Oh yeah, legacy numbering 731, 32 pages, $4. You're probably like, it's Fantastic Four, why are you so excited? We'll get to it. The pull count on this one is 8,700 pulls exactly. Written by Ryan North, Roberto Ramos does the artwork, and I think he does a phenomenal job. And it's got Black Cat on it, dude. Like, look at the cover, right? She's like my favorite Spider-Man character, probably more than Peter Parker at this time. And she's wanted for murder. She's wanted for all kinds of things. And she's teaming up with Sue Storm in this issue to maybe, hopefully, prove her innocence. But they're in deep in it, both of them, by the time I guess you get to the end of it. So we'll see. Looking forward to it. Here we are, the top 5. Things really get intense now, and this book always hangs around. So congratulations to it. Like, really good. Number 5 is Ultimate Black Panther. This is issue 22. 32 pages for the price of $6. Unfortunately, I haven't read it since issue like 6 or 7. It just was like a real slow burn comic for me and I lost interest. But if you guys like it, that's awesome. And this book does have 9,351 pulls. It's written by Brian Hill and the art is done by Carlos Nito. And here's the description. It says, War on the Prognators, Black Panther and a bevy of new Wakandan war machines designed by Shuri take the offensive. So, I don't know, looks like they're in some serious war. Could mean some serious action. Here we are, the final 4. And coming in at number 4 is Action Comics, issue 1092. It's 32 pages for the price of $5. This book does have 11,024 pulls, written by Mark Waid. Cyan Tormey does the artwork. Do you remember when 11,024 pulls was like the max? Like that would get the highest, and we've exceeded that now within this past year by double, maybe triple. It's a pretty good year for comics, let me tell you. So this is a great, fun book that has to deal with Clark as he is Superboy, and he's learning to be that hero. And this book is circling back to basically issues 1 and 2, and we're going to see maybe a particular enemy that Clark has to face here. Definitely looking forward to it. It's a great book. Guys, we gotta do whatever it takes to get this next book to number 1. I am determined to get it to number 1. Transformers, issue 26. Put it on your pull list, guys. Coming in at number 3, right? This is 32 pages, $4. This book does have 13,281 pulls. I'm excited about this second issue done by Robert Kirkman and Dan Mora. The description it has saying that, is Optimus Prime betrayed? That would be an interesting story, right? And also we find out that the military has discovered Autobots for quite some time as they've been doing research and studies on Bulkhead and Mirage. That's pretty interesting. And what are the Decepticons up to? Gotta read it to find out. Coming in at number 2, we have Ultimate Wolverine issue 11. Wow, has this book climbed the ranks? It's gotten pretty popular. 32 pages for the price of $5. I think this is the Ultimate X-Men book that everyone was clamoring for when Ultimate X-Men was announced initially. Nothing against Peach Momoko. She had her own vision of these particular characters, right? This book does have 15,120 pulls. Not too shabby, pretty good. Written by Chris Condon. Alessandro Capicchio does the artwork here. I love the artwork. I love the Wolverine story. I love all the other X-Men here. And it looks like Magic, Colossus, and Omega Red are going to be doing battle against some Wolverine. You can't ask for anything more. And after number 1, we are not done, as we do have Spider Slayer's Sleeper Pick to discuss. Because as usual, I talk about 15 books here that are on top of the list. but I do choose one that could rise to the top, and you never would have known that this book was coming out, right? And so I've said in the past, I've been known to pick a few good ones, some bangers, right? But there's been some that have been absolute misses as well. So we'll see what happens this week. But but the number one most pulled comic book for this week, November 12th, 2025, goes to, I can't believe it's finally coming out, and that's Batman issue 162. This is legacy numbering 927, 40 pages, $5. This is the continuation of Batman Hush 2. Who's excited about this? Like, are you? Like, I don't even care anymore. It's been so long since we got the last issue. Like, what part are we even on? Is it part 3? Is it part 4? Like, how many parts are in this story? Someone said there's like still 7 issues left. Like, I think I'm checking out, right? I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. However, this book does have 25,425 pulls. Maybe I have to buy it to complete the run of Batman, because I've completed all the run previous, or all the other books previously, right? I don't know, man. I don't even remember what the story is about. It's about the Joker? Is it about Jason Todd? Is it about Batman? I know those characters are in it. Man, Jeb Loeb and Jim Lee, dude, you guys missed the ball on this one. Had the potential to be great, and it's just very forgettable at this point. Now it's time for Spider Slayer's sleeper pick, and this one is released from Dark Horse Comics, and it goes to American Caper. This is issue 1. This is deep down in there, guys. When it comes to this comic book, it is 32 pages, $5. This book ranks number 64 on the pull count this week, with only 625 pulls, written by Dan Hauser, and the art is done by David LaPalme. Now, when it comes to this comic book, very interesting take. It's a tale of two totally normal, completely damaged families in a world of corrupt business, inept local politicians, bungling criminals, and unfortunate leisurewear. We follow the fortunes of two neighbors on the point of collapse. Mormon hitman and a gambling addict lawyer, both intertwined in a real estate deal gone wrong. Mix in a Mexican beauty queen on the run from her past, two escaped convicts in love, and a Wall Street billionaire who has become a cowboy and a maniac hell-bent on revenge. American culture has become a war-bound real estate violence and snake oil. It sounds fun. I don't know. I want to read that. Has a lot to offer, I guess, right? So when I saw it and I saw the description, originally hard to explain, that's why I had to read it. It sounds like something that could really interest you, or it could be a complete bomb. So I'm gonna pick it up and we're gonna talk about it on Worthy Ones and see if it's a hit for me or a miss. And there you have it, guys. There is this week's top 10 most pulled comics for November 12th. 2025. I want to know in the comments below which books you're looking forward to reading. Are there others that weren't on the list? I love hearing you guys' thoughts and comments. There are more videos for you to check out right here. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching the channel. And remember, support your local comic shops. Keep buying, keep collecting, but always read your comics so we can have great comic conversation. Guys, thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow on New Comic Book Day.